Hey everybody, it is Jen from Two Moms in a Wine Truck. Happy Wednesday. It is actually Wednesday, y'all. It's the middle of the week. It's Wind Down Wednesday. Super excited for y'all to join us again. These are our 8 o'clock sessions that we're doing, and just love to talk to our community members and showcasing some local businesses as well. Today, I have the one and only, or I should say tonight because it is nighttime, the one and only Miss Katy Mann. Katy and I have been long life friends for quite a few years. And if you don't know Katy and her business, you definitely need to if you are a family and have younger children. Katy's the founder of Indy With Kids. So Katy, tell us a little bit about yourself and your Indy With Kids site.
Yeah, so Indy With Kids is the #1 family events and activities website in all of Indiana. We mostly promote things to do with your kids outside of your home. Done a little bit of a pivot the last couple weeks, and super excited to share some Easter ideas right now. I also do I work with a lot of toy companies and share their products and tell everybody about the things they can do in their home on TV, but now we're also sharing those on Indy With Kids.
Love it, love it. Well, okay, so our topic, y'all, tonight is Easter. And Katy, as we know, it's going to be a little bit different this year. So I wanted you to come on. I know you've got some tips, tricks, some guidelines. Let's talk about, channeling that energy with the kiddos on Easter Day and what suggestions do you have and, food and so forth. So what do you got in your bag of tricks?
Yeah, so typically, there'd be this build up to Easter because there'd be 2-3 weekends of community egg hunts and egg drops from helicopters and all the craziness that goes along with the holiday. And it's really fun. It's usually a time that everybody in the community just comes together to do these things in a large group. But this year we're kind of seeing that obviously we're going to revert back to I don't know, when I was younger, Jen, we did our egg hunts at home.
Yeah,
yeah, so we're going to kind of see that return to sort of the traditional Easter at home. The only difference is you may not have your extended family with you when normally you might have. So as far as the egg hunts go and all that, you can still do that. The Prime Minister in New Zealand deemed that the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy are both essential workers.
Oh,
yes,
that's fantastic.
That was in her State of the the Union for coronavirus. So she said that they are definitely essential workers. However, kids should be aware that the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny might both be at home taking care of their children, their little bunnies, and so that things might be a little different this year, but you never know. So be patient. And so I think that if you can just make it different, and you might really find that you create these brand new traditions that are maybe actually old traditions that you haven't done before with your kids. So I'm pretty excited about it. The past few years we've been so busy that we've dyeing the Easter eggs has been one of those oh, we got to do this because the Easter Bunny's coming tomorrow, and this year it's kind of what else is there to
time.
do? The one thing is you might have a shortage of eggs. So make sure you get those eggs now.
Yes.
And you may have to buy larger quantities than you thought. I couldn't find a 12 or 18 pack of eggs. So I ended up with a box of 60.
Oh, wow.
I know. Try not to be wasteful, but that was literally the only way I could buy eggs. So see if you have them and your neighbor wants to split them with you, fantastic.
That's an idea.
But we're doing this new thing this year. I told you I got to show you this.
I'm super. So I've seen this on Facebook and I was like, what is this gizmo? And I cannot wait. This looks so cool.
Everyone had it last year except for me. And I will share the link in the comments for this. I'd love for you to use my Amazon affiliate link to purchase it. But this is called the Eggmazing. And this is the original. And this is the new bunny edition.
Oh, look at that.
It truly is Eggmazing. And it's so easy. When it first came in the box, I was like, oh, when I have time, I'm going to learn that. Oh my gosh, it was so easy. You put your batteries in and you put your egg in. You just set it in. I've already kind of colored this one.
Yeah.
And it comes with, I think it was 8 markers, different colors. And all you do is, where's the switch on this side? Sorry. You switch it to on right here. Yeah. It starts spinning your egg. And then you just touch your marker to it. I'm going to try to get really close.
Yeah.
See it.
Look at that.
And you can do all kinds of really cool things. Might have a lot of lines, but you can actually make it so that it's kind of like painting it. You can fill it all the way in
That's so cool.
and add these awesome designs.
Now,
So,
do the markers get on your hands, or are they drying pretty
so
quickly?
they dry very quickly. So
Oh, look at that.
nothing.
That's fantastic.
So I just love this. My kids are so excited. I haven't let them use it yet.
Fantastic. Oh, that's so cute. I love
Yeah.
it.
We've had a lot of fun. So my husband and I were making them the other night.
So it is adult and kid essential.
Oh,
it's needed.
totally.
Absolutely.
And there's some really good egg artists out there. We're going to be among them after this. But
Who would have thought?
Kind of fun. Another thing, like, because I don't know if the traditional, you know, those little capsules that you put in the vinegar to dye the eggs.
Right.
I don't know if there's a shortage of those right now. But if there is, there's certainly plenty of other ways. I know another way that we've loved doing it in the past, and it smells so good, is to use Kool-Aid to dye your eggs.
Yes.
Yeah. So super easy. Lots of instructions to do that online. And we actually found that the colors of when the Kool-Aid were way more vibrant than any of those packages that we bought. So lots and lots of fun there.
That's cool. That's cool.
But yeah. So do the traditional egg hunt in your yard.
You need to. Now, do you put stuff in the Easter eggs, the plastic ones for the kiddos? What's your choice? What do you gift them with?
Well, this year it might be a little different. Whatever we have in the pantry. Maybe toilet paper. I don't know.
No, don't do that.
I know. Like, here's your ration in this egg.
Ration.
So yeah, we like to put pennies in, quarters. We've got little kids. Just little trinkets that we might have laying around. Super like. I mean, I feel like a lot of that stuff just ends up on the floor anyways. So I try to make it either like special or consumable. Like, I don't really want the junk, but if we've already got it, why not? I've seen other families, and I thought about doing it this year, but then I just decided with this e-learning, I'm too busy. But they'll make the egg hunt into like a scavenger hunt. So you hide a clue in the egg and hide it throughout your yard that takes them to the next one.
That takes a lot of energy and practice on it.
If you just kind of do the free for all, hide the eggs, make sure you count them.
Okay, so with that being said, my mom, Doc, she would do various things. Obviously the grandkids are older now, but pink was one grandkid, yellow was another, green was another, or she would put their initials on it. So they may have found it, but they can't touch it, and it was an equal amount. So it's fair.
Yep, we've done that also for sure. I know my parents, when I was growing up, actually hid the like actual hard-boiled eggs.
Oh geez.
I know. I think our food service people will be like, what? No.
Can you imagine? You're like, and May, you're like, what is that smell? Where's the 12th egg? I can't find it.
He's the one where the bird had gotten to it.
Right.
You know?
Funny. That's too funny.
Yeah.
Now, behind you, I see Peeps. I am not particularly a Peeps girl.
So that's a poll that we need to have. Let us know in the comments. Are you a Peeps person or are you not? Because people either love them or they hate them. And I'd love to see what all of you guys think out there. So here's the thing. My mom called me one day recently and she's like, hey, the next shortage is going to be on Peeps. And I was like, what? She goes, they just shut the Peep factory down. And I was like, oh no. So when I was out for my essential shopping, there was no toilet paper. And at first I thought the Peeps were gone, but then I rounded a corner and I found Peeps Heaven. Oh my gosh. I'm a Peeps girl. I'm totally a Peeps girl. So the first thing I found that I thought might be kind of special is, I think this is the second year that Kellogg's has done a Peeps cereal. So it's kind of like Lucky Charms where it has like the different marshmallow Peeps. So super excited about that one. My kids are going to freak out.
I wonder if it'll turn the milk a different color too.
Oh, it totally has to. It totally has to. Then, of course, there's your traditional Peeps. Had to have the traditional pink, blue, all those, yellow. Then I saw blue raspberry.
Oh my.
Yum.
Oh my.
And wait for this, Jen.
Oh, is that chocolate?
Root beer float.
Root beer float.
Root beer float here.
I might want to try the root beer float. Okay.
You're going to want to try these, I bet. Cotton candy Peeps.
Yeah. Okay.
And here, this is going to be my favorite. I can already see my mouth changing colors here.
Oh, fruit punch. For sure.
Fruit punch Peeps. So I'm super excited about the Peeps. I found that there were plenty of Peeps out there, and there's so much Peeps stuff right now. Like, it's such a shame that we can't really go try it all because 7-Eleven has a Peeps latte. How
What?
cool is that? Yeah, there's a Peeps latte. They also
Gosh.
have a Peeps Slurpee. My mouth is watering.
So I think we should redo it like in July or August when we get over this and just have a redo because they didn't get the Peeps didn't get their chance, their
I
opportunity,
want to try
man.
the Peeps latte and the Peeps
Oh
Slurpee.
my
Like, how fun.
gosh.
There's Peeps
Well,
scented nail polish at Target, like a whole set. I'm trying to think. I wrote down, International Delight always does a Peeps flavored coffee creamer. So
this
like,
is too much.
oh my gosh. If you love Peeps, there's room for you out there.
Oh my gosh.
so yeah.
Well,
So tons of stuff still available for your kids' Easter baskets. It's not going to be a problem.
yeah,
Just take care of it when you do your essential
absolutely.
shopping.
So speaking of essential shopping, so cooking wise, I
Yeah.
know this year we're going to cook. So there's a couple options and we can support local businesses with takeout too.
Mhm.
So what are your thoughts on that? What are you guys going to be doing?
So we have done no takeout during this whole time, which is very abnormal for our family. We're one of those families that eats 50 to 70% of our meals outside of the home.
Mm-hmm.
But we have eaten 100% of our meals. Oh, there was one lunch from McAllister's one day. We have eaten 100% of our meals at home for the last almost 4 weeks. So I think we're going to just keep continuing with that.
Yep.
And trying not to make any unnecessary trips out. Kind of
Sure.
like, I think we're just going to cook at home. I don't know if we're going to do, maybe this is a time for the new tradition. So I love making like pizza calzones. Like maybe we'll have the Easter calzone, like the tune,
Nice.
you know?
Yeah. Well,
So
you just had Lori, the produce mom, and I
yeah,
think I want to make sure we reference and give a shout out to her, Lori, produce mom, and she was talking about she's got a blog. What did she just put out, Katie?
so she has a newsletter, an e-newsletter that just came out, and it has more recipes than you could ever imagine with really cool stuff, like a really fun Easter basket that's made out of produce. It's beautiful. She had a watermelon that was kind of carved on the outside like an Easter egg, and then I think
Mm-hmm.
there's fruit stuffed inside like a bowl.
That's cool.
She had an Easter bunny fruit arrangement on a tray. Star of David. We mentioned that I think Passover is today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So lots and lots of ideas in there, especially with regards to produce, but she had an amazing quiche on there. Quiche is a very
Ooh,
traditional Easter
it
morning
is.
type of thing. So,
Mm-hmm.
and if you end up with 60 eggs, you
Eat up
might
with
as
60
well
eggs, you're going to be good to go. Absolutely.
eat a quiche, just don't hard boil all of them. But yeah, there's tons of really good recipes out there and resources if you're going to do Easter at home.
Yeah.
But if you're going to order out, there are so many different places. I did see a lot of them now are like, okay, thanks for the support. We've got enough. Like they're totally
Yeah.
like, I
They're
think it was
getting
like
full.
all the Cunningham restaurant groups are like, we
Mm-hmm.
got it. We're full.
Yep.
But your favorite restaurant is probably offering carry away, especially for Easter, and they're going to do something special. So
Yeah. Well, this Easter, it's a little, because I don't cook. My husband cooks, but
yes,
we've
yes.
already got the groceries. We're ready to rock and roll with that. But with that being said, my mom usually does. And obviously, we're not going to be with them. And your parents, I know, live in California.
Yeah.
How are you going to manage that I know it's a normal thing for you, but your husband's family lives locally.
Right.
Obviously, you're staying quarantined from them too. So
Yeah.
how's that going to work? What type of technology are you guys going to use this Easter? I'm curious.
So our church is offering Easter services online, so we can take advantage of that if we want. It's like live stream video. And then afterwards, we've been doing like different phone calls on the weekends through our Amazon Alexa, which is really cool. Hope I made all yours light up out there. So ours has the screen, and so we've been doing things like playing Yahtzee and just like having a good time as if they're there.
Oh,
So I imagine we'll do some more of that. On Indy with Kids, we have a really fun article that's like 12 things that you can do over a Zoom call with friends and family. And it's like just a bunch of different games you can play, doing story times, things like that. So I think we'll just let our new normal weekend routine of making those phone calls carry into the holiday.
That's awesome. That is spectacular. Katy, these were awesome tips and tricks. And like I said, and you said, we're going to drop some links down below here. But anything else in closing before we say, hey, have a good Easter, everybody? And like you said, it normal, non-normal, technology, non-technology. I think the main thing is, and we've been hearing it over and over in the social media world, is spending time with your friends and family. I mean, family, friends, virtually, that is, but
Yeah.
in really enjoying the time and understanding why you're together. Now, some of you may want to like separate by now,
Right.
but Easter's a time to come together as a family. So, Katy, last parting words.
I think I like it's hard some days. I said that I loved this extra time with my family, but it doesn't mean that my kids aren't driving me crazy sometimes. And so when you see other people sharing the positive parts of their day on the internet, like, don't think that they don't have their moments also. I think they're just trying to share the good parts. And so just kind of keep that in mind when you're struggling with your time. Like, this time together really magnifies all the positives and negatives in our life. And if you can try to have a sort of mindset shift of, you're not stuck at home, you're safe at home, and
Yep.
that's where you should be. You're with the people who you're stuck, who you're safe with, and just kind of make that mindset shift of, you're not stuck, you're safe.
Right. I love that. That is awesome. Well, Katy, cheers to you on Wind Down Wednesday, my friend. Thank you for coming on. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll do this again tomorrow night and Thursday. Thanks, everybody.